Greetings! Happy Monday, July 4th. I've taken a bit of a break. I know I said I was going to make a daily blog, but I tried my best, and I don't think it's going to be a daily blog. So I'm going to do it when I can, and when I'm up to it, and when I'm able. I spent last week moving, and it was just a little bit too much. It was too much to even think about and do. So now I moved in to a new place, settled, everything's beautiful, and I'm going to begin again. And today, the title of my blog is going to be The Invitation. And for anyone who knows who I speak, and if you've watched a couple of these, maybe something you hear me say often is that I will invite you to do something. You know, I'll invite goodness into your heart, or just a way of thinking or a way of approaching things. You know, and I say that. Maybe I always wonder if it sounds funny to people when I do say it, but like I said before in one of my blogs, is that we spend a lot of time. We have this like unconscious and conscious thing about us that we want everyone in this world to completely see this world the way that we do. In our hearts, it's always there. It's driving us, and it's like this. We need this confirmation of our beliefs and ideals, and sometimes we try to force it, you know. And I think throughout history and mankind, you could see how we've tried to force ourselves upon each other to believe what we believe and see what we see. And somehow that if others agree and others come along with us and see it the way we do, that's where our validation comes from. Where I don't particularly believe that. You know, I think our validation should only come from within. You know, you believe what you believe and see the world that you see through the experiences you've had, and that's that. You know, I have that understanding, and I realize it about people. You know. And it doesn't by any means, you know, I still want people to see the world the way that I do. And, you know, my world is a continual practice. You know, I don't live in some supreme, completely unending, blissed out state by any means. You know, I have my ups and downs, and I have really downs, and I'll have ups, and just like everybody else, you know. But there are fundamentals that I'm trying to incorporate into my life, that I try to speak about often, that I try to just become a part of me, you know. And it's a practice until the day that I die, you know. And the more and more that you practice it, the more and more that you're able to do it. And one of those things is the knowledge that I don't need the outward world to agree with me to validate how I feel and think and how I view about this world. You know, I just need to know that it's true in my heart, and that's the truth for me. You know, people will always become defensive of that, of their own beliefs, or they'll try to project against you if they don't particularly agree with you. But, you know, in essence, there's nothing wrong with just living in a happy, kind world, and that's the only kind of world that I'm trying to create. You know, so when I say that I invite you to like, even that, I invite you right now to acknowledge that people are going to believe what they believe, and they are who they are for the experiences that they have, and that's great. That's wonderful. That's beautiful for them, and that's all you need. You don't need to convince them of what you think and feel. You know, it's not going to validate you. It's not going to confirm your beliefs. You know, there's no right or wrong in this world. It's just what you see and how you treat this world. You know, and the code of ethics that you create for yourself. You know, it's going to be your experience. You know, everyone doesn't have to come along for it by any means. And you know, I've learned that lesson time and time again. Sometimes it hurts, and sometimes it's really tough to be able to say to yourself, okay, it's fine. You know, people are going to see the world the way they do, and I can't do anything about it, you know, but just keep being myself, and that's the best I could do, you know. So that's what I mean when I say I invite you to do something. You know, it's the easy way of try to, not the easy way, but what I believe to be the proper way to invite someone into thinking something. It's not me trying to force it onto you, and I accept if you don't accept my invitation by any means, you know, and that's fine. It's still just an invitation, and that's it, you know. And even just putting these things out there it's so much of it is about just planting seeds and allowing them to grow and having the patience for it. You know, people may come along and around to it, and they may not, you know, but I'm trying to work on my happiness, and so that's what I'll continue to do. So, and today, I wanted to keep this short, and I'm doing my best to keep these short, so I don't eat up all your attention span. I know the kind of attention spans that we all have these days, but I just wanted to read a poem, and it's called "The Invitation." It's by Oriah Mountain Dreamer. It was read to me a long time ago in a yoga class, and an amazing teacher who I have, who's been a very great influence on my life. And the first time I heard it, I just cried. You know, it's just such beautiful words, and it's an invitation that I give to you, and an invitation that I hope you find in another. You know, that you want to find in another. You know, it's not so much about what I just spoke about. It's more about an invitation into a lover or a friend. You know, so the Invitation by Oriah Mountain Dreamer. Yeah, it doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for, and if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dreams, for the adventure of being alive. It doesn't interest me what planets are squaring your moon. I want to know if you have touched the center of your own sorrow, if you have been opened by life's betrayals, or have become shriveled and closed from fear of further pain. I want to know if you can sit with pain, mine or your own, without moving to hide it, or fade it, or fix it. I want to know if you can be with joy, mine or your own, if you can dance with wildness and let the ecstasy fill you to the tips of your fingers and toes, without cautioning us to be careful, be realistic, and to remember the limitations of being human. It doesn't interest me if the story you are telling me is true. I want to know if you can disappoint another to be true to yourself. If you can bear the accusation of betrayal and not betray your own soul. If you can be faithless and therefore trustworthy. I want to know if you can see beauty even when it is not pretty every day. And if you can source your own life from its presence. I want to know if you can live with failure, yours and mine, and still stand on the edge of the lake and shout to the silver of the full moon, yes. It doesn't interest me to know where you live or how much money you have. I want to know if you can get up after a night of grief and despair, weary and bruised to the bone, and do what needs to be done to feed the children. It doesn't interest me who you know or how you came to be here. I want to know if you will stand in the center of the fire with me and not shrink back. It doesn't interest me where or what or with whom you have studied. I want to know what sustains you from the inside when all else falls away. I want to know if you can be alone with yourself and if you truly like the company you keep in the empty moments. That was The Invitation by Oriah Mountain Dreamer. I hope those words resonate you. If you didn't hear them, if I was reading them too fast, read it again. I'll post it down below. You can read them or look at it online and you'll be able to find it. And that is my invitation to everyone today. I hope you're having a beautiful, beautiful Monday, July 4th. It's sunny out. The summer is finally here, so please go enjoy it. My name is Cory Woodward. These are my video blogs. I hope you're enjoying them, and I wish you nothing but happiness today, so take care. Thank you.